We worked with Biomed Realty to help them find a solution for their existing air handling units at 200 Sydney Street.
Our Sydney Research Campus is a 340,000 square foot project comprised of 3 buildings in the dynamic and innovative Cambridge lab market.
This is one of 3 central station air handling units that we'll be modifying with the Fanwall technology.
Biomed Realty is one of our major clients in the Kendall Square area, and so they came to us and they asked us to look into the 200 Sydney Street property and give them some ideas for some energy savings and some upgrades and improvements that could be made to the building. The air handlers were fairly large. There were 2 air handlers at 112,500 CFM and one slightly smaller air handler at 75,000 CFM. The fan wall is aimed at the retrofit market because it saves space, provides redundancy, and addresses other VAV operation concerns and energy savings.
Typical installation is 3 to 5 days. This particular installation was a little bit of a challenge because the access to the fan wall was through the existing VFD cabinets.
After we had the fan wall installed, we were able to show about 20% energy savings, and so the local utility will be providing us with some rebate.
We're inside of AC1, and you can see we're standing at the discharge of the fan wall array. What you notice that's unique about this installation that typically isn't found on others is that the facility manager wanted to have these quick disconnects provided to be able to quickly disconnect the power wire into the motor in the event that the motors had to be removed for service and for replacement. So here we are on the inlet side of AC1, and what I wanted to focus on were 2 things. Number one, you can see the framework from the existing air handling unit stayed in place. We actually had the contractor remove a lot of the panels that were here, but we had to keep the structural frame in place to support the unit because of what we had to remove with the old fan section. So fortunately, there's a lot of open area, so it really doesn't affect airflow through this airflow array. Secondly, I wanted to talk about the fact that these do have the net zero system effect backdraft dampers that you can see. This allows the fan to actually shut off in the event of what's called fan optimization, where we can shut down fans to save energy, or in the event of a fan failure, motor failure, the backdraft dampers will automatically close to prevent recirculation through the air array.
Sydney Research Campus now has a level of total resiliency and reliability on our supply air, which reduces the risk of disruptions to the mechanical system, which is critical for the researchers in our laboratory space. The goal of our redevelopment project was to renovate the buildings in order to better support the current research needs, developing flexible suites with central lab services that can readily support the tenants as their needs grow and evolved over time.
We were able to complete the project on time, on budget.
All in all, it was a great project. It went in well, and it was a terrific fit.